victims for over 40 years.
This is Kcal News, Los Angeles.
Right now at noon, emotions running high inside of Van Nuys courtroom where socialite Rebecca Grossman is being sentenced 4 years after killing these two brothers in Westlake Village. Welcome to Kcal News at noon, streaming live on CBS News Los Angeles. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ross Palumbo in today for Amy Johnson. For the past few hours, those who knew and loved Mark and Jacob Iskander have been telling a judge about their unbearable pain since those brothers were killed in September of 2020. Kcal's Amanda Sorrentino is live in Van Nuys right now with the very latest. And Amanda, I know you just spoke with the children's mother.
I didn't speak with her, but she was speaking in front of that packed courtroom that I just stepped outside of. That hearing is still underway right now. We are hearing from the defense attorneys right now for Rebecca Grossman, but the mother's statement was obviously very emotional, as anyone can understand. She spoke directly to the judge, to Rebecca Grossman, as well as her husband and her son, saying that Rebecca Grossman is not empathetic, as her attorneys have claimed, and said she does not care about other people. This is what the mother said, and that she also called her a coward as well. The mother ending her statement by holding up two of her son's sports T-shirts. Definitely a very emotional moment there in the courtroom. That hearing is continuing on, and prosecutors are asking for the maximum sentence, which is 34 years to life in prison. So you may remember Grossman was convicted by a Los Angeles jury in February of second-degree murder, vehicular manslaughter, and one count of hit-and-run driving for the September 29, 2020 crash that killed 11-year-old Mark Iskander and his brother, 8-year-old Jacob, in Westlake Village. So in the prosecutor's sentencing memorandum, they wrote Grossman has shown no remorse, saying in part, quote, she has never taken a modicum of responsibility. Instead, she has only blamed others. She has blamed the victims, arguing that they were out of the crosswalk, jetted out in front of her car, and that their mother was careless in walking with her children across the street when it was starting to get dark outside. She has lived a life of privilege and clearly felt that her wealth and notoriety would buy her freedom. This was not a tragic accident. As the defense continually states, this was murder. Well, prosecutors also wrote that she blamed her ex-boyfriend, former LA Dodgers pitcher Scott Erickson, claiming he hit the boys first. No evidence to prove this. Prosecutors said Grossman was speeding at the time of the crash and was under the influence of alcohol and Valium at the time. Well, in a typed letter to the judge, Rebecca Grossman states in part, quote, I am not a murderer, and I ask you to recognize that true fact. My pain, my recognition of the pain that Iskanders suffer, and the pain I watch my family endure are punishments that I already suffer and will for the rest of my life. Please consider this suffering when you consider what more punishment to impose on me in this case. Now, defendants continue to say, as they just did moments ago before I stepped out of the courtroom, that this was an absolutely tragic accident, and all of Grossman's actions afterwards was because she was in shock. Now, sentencing is still ongoing, expected to wrap up shortly. I'm going to head back up into the courtroom. Ross and I will continue to give updates here on Kcal. Back to you.
Right, Amanda Sorrentino, who just heard from the mother, thank you. Breaking news right now from the NBA. The Lakers coaching vacancy is still open after University of Connecticut head coach Danny Hurley turned down the offer to take the job. Kcal Sports has confirmed Hurley turned down a 6-year, $70 million offer to be the team's next coach. Hurley met with the team's front office and got the offer just on Friday, but after taking the weekend to decide, the 51-year-old two-time national champion head coach declined. Now the Lakers coaching search, of course, does continue. We will keep you updated. Well, this video showing Ryan Garcia and his arrest at the Waldorf Astoria in Beverly Hills over the weekend. The video was obtained by TMZ, and it shows Garcia being escorted out in handcuffs. Police say he was arrested on Saturday after allegedly causing about $15,000 worth of damage to a hotel room and a hallway. Garcia was booked and taken to the hospital for some sort of medical issue. Police are searching for the burglary suspects in Arcadia after a break-in ended with the victims fighting back. This all happened just before midnight near Walnut and Holly Avenue. Officers say the suspects confronted the homeowners who were standing outside waiting for police to arrive. Well, a fight broke out and one of the homeowners fired a gun into the air. Only minor injuries were then reported. Officers arrived and detained one suspect. 3 others eventually